Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to talk to you about Carter's Flame, written by Tiffany Patterson. This book is a BWWM book, and it's book 2 in the Rescue for Fire series, written by Tiffany Patterson. The first book was Eric's Inferno. Now this is Carter's Flame. So Carter is a firefighter that used to be a special force person in the army. He decided that he didn't want to be in the army anymore, so he decided to go into firefighting, which gave him the same adrenaline rush and the feeling that he had in the army. It's just that he's saving lives instead of taking lives. He met Michelle because of a car accident. Michelle was hit in a car accident because it was a car chase went wrong, and his crew was called to rescue her. During the whole ordeal, she was very upset, very distraught. She was like all over the place. She didn't know what to do, and Carter was the one that was talking to her and helping her. So she got attached. She was like, Carter, don't let me go, don't leave me, and ever. So he's like, the minute she said his name, it's like something just clicked with him. So he's just like, I'm not going anywhere, Michelle. I'm staying right here with you. I'm going to be here all the time. So when she was going to the hospital in the ambulance, she wanted him to come with her, but he couldn't go. He had to finish his job. Anyway, he went to the hospital after his shift was over to go visit her, but unfortunately, she already had left the hospital. She signed herself out. 2 weeks later, she went to the firehouse she bring donuts and coffee just to say thank you. The guys appreciate it. They all liked it. And then Carter wasn't there at the time because she really went there to see him. But he saw her later on. He's like, Michelle? She's like, hi, Carter. And long story short, he's like, take a walk with me. They went over to the park. They were just having a little bonding moment. And then he asked her for her number, and she said no. So when that happened, I was a little skeptical. I was like, why would you say no? Like, you like him, he likes you, you know? But she said no. She had her reasons. I said, all right, no problem. Anyway, Carter was not giving up because he's like, I like her. I'm going to find some way somehow to get her because I really like her. I think she's a sweetheart. So he found out that she had a son, and they started talking. He got his friend in the army to get her phone number. Then the friend got her address. So little by little, he's working his way into her life without her directly knowing, right? So that was sweet. And it turned out that what really pushed him into getting her information even more was that his family had a charity function, and she was the event planner that planned the whole thing. So he saw her again, and then long story short, they rekindled and they started a relationship from that point on, and that's when everything started working out for them. At the same time though, she has a trifling baby daddy that really, like, he's married. He's manipulated. Has very powerful, and he's a lawyer. So he used his power and to overcome her and basically manipulate her with her relationship with her son Diego. He basically told her that you cannot date, and if you date, I'm gonna take Diego from you and say you're an unfit parent. And mind you, this dude has years on her. He's only 20. I think she's 26, and he's like 56. So he's like at least 30 years on her. And she knew he was older, but she didn't care at the time because she thought she loved him and he was going to marry to her. But he had a secret family, and he was just doing what he got to do to get off, you know? So because she wouldn't have a relationship with him, he basically manipulated her that way and used his son as leverage. But really and truly, he didn't want nothing to do with the kid. Like, nothing. Anyway, he's the whole time so Carter and Michelle's trying to get to know each other, and they're building a relationship and everything's going on. So Michelle got into some altercation with the father. His name is Gabriel. And Aaron, which is his Carter's younger brother, saw the whole ordeal and called his brother and told his brother what was going on. So his brother was like, okay, fine, you do that, and you stay there, and I'll come meet you. Unfortunately, he couldn't go meet his brother because the fire rescue got a call. So what happened with the call is that while he's still a firefighter and trying to get Michelle to come into a relationship with him, the fire team is going through a little ordeal because there was some mysterious fire going on that seems suspicious to Don. Don is one of the firefighters from book one. You remember him? So he's on the team. So he's like, no, something is not right because these fires seems too suspicious, and they always they're always targeting his area, which is Rescue 4 area. So something went wrong, and Don's trying to figure it out. But lo and behold, on this last call that they got, why Carter couldn't go see Aaron, Corey, the other one of the firefighter, got hurt on the job and ended up losing his job, and he's not taking it well. So he's not even talking to anybody. He's just like basically isolated himself from everyone. So that's that part of the book. So now after they found out after they got over that part, they went back to get Gabriel. So Carter basically used his military power, and Aaron uses his money and intelligence, because Carter and Aaron are from a very affluent family. They have money. So they used their power to get over on Gabriel's power that he had, and end up letting him lose his job, getting a divorce from his wife, and file over his parental rights for Diego. So I really love that about the book. Brothers stick together, I tell you. But that's basically the gist of the real book of what was going on. But Aaron, let me tell you, there's some scenes in this book where you meet Aaron, and he was just like, he's very intense and very loyal to a fault, but he's like really intense. You know, there's a serious story behind his book, and I really and truly cannot wait, because you could just see the drama, the emotions, the turmoil, like everything that's going, like you could really like picture ahead and like, okay, what is Tiffany gonna bring with Aaron's story? Because it's a lot. And it's the same thing goes for Don, because Don, he has some, I'm not sure if it's military background. I don't really remember from book one. Tiffany did say what Don did in before he became a firefighter, but he has some skills that he's using too. So you know his book is gonna be very good as well. Emmanuel, he came into the end of book 2, which is Carter's book. So we don't know, he's also in special forces, so he might have a book, we're not sure. And then you have Carter, other two brothers, which is, I think it's Josh and Tyler. Forgive me if I say the name wrong. So their book should be coming, I'm hoping, because they're all entwined into Carter's book. So you know, Tiffany, once she introduces a character, there's a book coming. So overall, I think she did a great job with this book. I cannot wait to see the rest of the characters in this book and their future books coming. And I did love this book. You get to see Eric again. You didn't get to see Angela. Well, you did a little bit, but you get to see Eric and Angela. You saw Sean again, and there's a whole bunch of other people in there. I'm not sure if Corey's going to have a book, but I would really love him to have a book so he could overcome his obstacle and get over his situation. But overall, I really think it's a great book, and she did a great job. Check it out. It's called Carter's Flames, written by Tiffany Patterson. Bye, guys.